Right now, we have one of the hottest items in Rockford. He's at Auburn. He's a sophomore. He's Angel Martinez. And Angel, thanks for being on so early this morning. We sure appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, yeah.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about boxing. How's it been going, and what have you been up to lately?
It's been going good. I've been in it for about 5 years. And it's kind of like a little bit of break right now.
You know, how much has it been? You know, I know you traveled to some different competition stuff. How much fun has it been to kind of go to these different places and box?
It's been a lot of fun. I met a lot of new people, and I had a lot of good experience. I learned a lot.
Now, you went to Russia during the summer. How was that experience, and was it what you would expected it to be when you got there?
Oh, yeah, that was a great experience. I thought they were going to really like us over there, but there was a lot of nice people over there.
You know, as you're going through your training and whatnot, you know, Olympics, you know, things like that, what are some of your goals, you know, maybe coming out of a tournament like you had in Russia and with the Olympics coming ahead?
Well, going to a tournament like that, I feel like I got really nothing to lose, so I just got to do my best and to see where I stand, like, on a world stage.
You know, Angel, when you look at that tournament over there, you were fighting against people from all over the world. What kind of experience was that? And I know you placed fifth over there with some pretty good competition. Did you learn a lot while you were over there in Russia?
Yeah, I learned a lot. Even when I lost, we got to spar with other countries. So like it wasn't a total loss after I lost, because I got to gain some more experience after that. So yeah, that taught me a lot.
You know, who's maybe the toughest fighter you've seen so far as you kind of fought around the world?
Toughest fighter. I don't know, the Russians, those guys, like, it was like Uzbekistan, those guys, were probably the toughest.
You know, Angel, you look over there at Auburn, you got a guy named Kenny Gould who fought in the Olympics. I know you've been around him. How much is that helping you as you go through this experience of trying to box out of probably a non-boxing area like Rockford?
Oh, yeah. I talked to Kenny Gould. Yeah, I look up to him, too. I don't know. I see, like, when we go out of our country, we can go to tournaments around the country, and then I look up to other boxers, too, like from California, those guys. And then the boxers here. Like, there's not really that many that come out of here, but I'm trying.
You know, what are some of the goals that you have for your future as you keep working on your trade?
My goals? Just keep training hard, and then I like to keep my grades up and just not stop.
How tough is it to be in high school and have to take some time off to go to places and things like that? Is that pretty hard? I mean, I don't think a lot of kids realize that you're do they realize you're even out of school sometimes for these tournaments and things?
They figure it out after a couple of days, but it was a little bit of a struggle after a while to get them back up. But once I get them up, I'm good.
You know, when you look at your boxing routine, what kind of when you're in training, tell us a little bit about your training, what you have to do and what you have to work on.
Well, when it's about training time, I usually train in the morning, like early in the mornings. I wake up early. I go for about a 3-mile run, and then I gotta eat healthy. I don't really eat much candy or anything bad for me. And then in the afternoons, I go to the gym and I train for about a couple hours. Sometimes I train about twice a day. And I got a good trainer, my coach, Jimmy Goodman, and my uncle, Javier Argumero. Those guys help me out a lot.
You know, some guys throw good jabs. Some guys have the hook, the uppercut, you know, different punches. You know, what's maybe your best punch? What's the best thing you throw?
My best punch? I don't know. I think I got a lot of power in, like, both hands. So I think just the power is, like, my best asset right now.
You know, when you look at it, we've seen some pictures of you. Do you do a lot of work in the weight room, too? Is there a lot of work that you have to work during the season?
Not really, like, lifting weights, because that builds up, like, a lot of muscle, and then muscle use a lot of oxygen, and that'll get me tired in the ring. But I lift, like small weights, not really that much big weights.
You know, when you look at professional boxers, who's somebody that maybe you try to emulate, you pattern your style after?
I watch a lot of professionals like Lomachenko and Triple G. Those guys do like watch them fight. Those guys are really good.
You know, I think what are you are like 106 pounds, and you're in the light flyweight. That looks like a pretty tough division. I've seen some of the fights in that division, and you guys really punch.
Yeah, it's a tough division.
You know, you look at it, the Olympics are coming up this summer in Rio de Janeiro, but your goal is 2020, and I think that's going to be in Tokyo. What are you going to take from watching the Olympics this year in Rio de Janeiro, especially when they show the boxing?
I'm just going to see what they fight like and see, like, all their styles and just take that in and just learn from that.
What do your coaches have planned for you in the future, Angel? What are you going to be looking at down the road here as you get ready to train for that?
Well, our next fight is going to be the Junior Olympics in around May. So then we got that, and then just keep training hard, getting ready for that 2020.
Now you know the weight. How hard is it? I know wrestlers have certain routines that they have to keep their weight. Do you have to worry about that, or are you pretty steady with your weight and all the workouts you do?
It's a little bit tough from time to time to lose the weight, but once I get there, like it feels smooth to get that weight. But sometimes it gets tough.
And you know, when you look at this, how do the kids at school treat you? Do they know that you're wrestling all around the world and pretty well known in the boxing circles around the country?
Yeah. They tell me like every day. They come up to me like, "Saw you on TV last night" or something like that.
Do you enjoy that part, Angel?
Yeah, I guess I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to pick a fight with you either, right?
No.
You know, Auburn's had really success in some sports lately, like football and stuff like that. Do you kind of enjoy? Do you get a chance to go to some of those things and hang out with some of those guys?
Every once in a while, I go to like a game, like a football game or basketball game.
Do you like just being a normal kid some days, Angel?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So if you're, when we get done talking to you someday when you're as old as Matt and me, what would you like to see happen to you during your career this whole time? What would be something that you could say, I did this as a boxer?
Hopefully, I can say that I made my goal at 2020 Olympics.
I think you can do it, don't you?
Yeah, I think I can too.
Hey, Angel, tell your mom thank you. I had a nice talk with her yesterday, and thanks for being on, and we sure appreciate you taking the time. Good luck, and we'll keep an eye on you, okay?
Okay, yeah, thank you.
We've been talking to Angel Martinez. There's a picture that we have on State Line Sports Hub.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have to work out too hard to get like that.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's in the light flyweight. They got all kinds of divisions.
Yeah, they do. I tell you what, those lighter divisions like that, I mean, they go at it. I mean, they'll just throw punches nonstop. I mean, that's as tough as it gets right there when those weight classes are going at it.
And Kenny Gould just went into the Auburn Hall of Fame. He's going to go in the RPS 205 Hall of Fame. And he's not very big either.
No.
And it's just interesting how Rockford and Auburn has produced two guys that one's already been in the Olympics and one's shooting for it.
Yeah.
That is really neat because this is not what you would call your wrestling community.
Boxing.
Boxing community.
Yeah, no, it's not a boxing hotbed at all. There's certain areas that you usually look at it, and that's probably why it's been kind of a long stretch in between a top level boxer like that. But it's impressive to kind of see that, and it's good to see that Kenny Gould is helping out in that, and we know that that's kind of what he wanted to do when we talked to him a while back. So it's good that he's out there helping out any way he can with somebody like that, and best of luck. I hope that he can do well and get to his goal there at the Olympics.
You got to remember, folks, we're talking to a 16-year-old sophomore who's been around a lot. We're getting him ready for when he is the big time.
That's right.
The more interviews you do, the more it goes well for you.
By the time he makes the Olympics, he's going to be a pro at this, and he'll have us to thank, right?
That's right. and I know Derek Bain does a lot of things with him too on there, and some of the other TV stations. Yeah. But it's pretty tough to at 16. I mean, he's handling world attention.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt. And, I can only imagine, traveling around the world and doing all that kind of stuff at that age. Boy, it's just mind-blowing to me.
What a great experience for you.
Yeah, it was good to hear him talk about his grades, though, and how hard he works at that. Because I know that's got to be tough, too, especially traveling all over the place like that and all the training that he has to do and things like that. And I'm sure there's days where you're just like, boy, I don't want to go to school today, or I don't want to do anything. But so it's good to hear him talk about working to keep that up too and doing good with that.
And thanks to the people over at Auburn, Coach Apino helped me set it up with Principal Abramson, and I appreciate him taking the time to help me out too.